Hey guys, how we all doing? Sweating it out on some layups?
Who are you?
The name's Yagami. I've been the MRC's advisor for all of a couple minutes, and I need to ask the basketball club a few questions.
Okay.
There was a student teacher who used to hang around here as recent as, what, October? Mikoshiba's the name.
Oh yeah, Mikoshiba-san.
Anyway, he stopped showing up out of nowhere. Any of you have any theories? Okay, scratch that. Then, what kind of teacher was he? Is he nice? Is he a jerk?
I wouldn't say jerk, but he was enthusiastic. Yeah, I mean, he did show up almost daily.
The club was really good back in his day. That's probably why he had us hustling even harder than the coach.
So, would you say he was on good terms with you all?
I guess. Wait, where's Koda and them?
Oh, from class 2 too? I don't know. I haven't seen Matsu, Nakane, anyone.
Something special about Class 2 too?
Well, yeah. Koda's in 2-2, and she was Mikoshiba-sensei's star pupil.
Star pupil? I do know who you're talking about, by the way. Are you saying she was favored over the others?
In a way, Mikoshiba-sensei worked her harder because she hadn't played basketball till high school.
See, most of us already had tons of experience by the time we joined. So, anyone starting as late as now has to be really athletic to keep up with the team. Mikoshiba-sensei knew that too. I'd say him looking after Koda did us all a favor.
Wow, sounds like the model instructor.
If you say so. But I'm not sure Koda felt that way.
Oh?
Mikoshiba-sensei might have just thought it was tough love, but I think he went overboard with the teasing sometimes. Like, he'd make her shoot and then go, "See, that was how not to do it."
Are you saying he would mock her?
That makes it sound bad. He was doing it because he cared, I think.
Hey, wasn't Mikoshiba-sensei the one who started the whole arousing thing? He said the way she held the ball was arousing. Said it was her main contribution.
That's not true. She's got a nice chest, too.
That's fair. Anyway, when Mikoshiba-sensei stopped coming, the guys in 2-2 were all like, "Okay, what did Koda do to him?"
Are you implying they had a relationship?
Beats me. Mikoshiba-sensei did anything like that, he would have gotten canned on the spot.
Yeah, people like to gossip, but as they say, where there's smoke, there's fire.
Maybe Koda-san's the reason he was always so fired up.
Maybe she's the reason he got fired.
So the writing on her hand, it wasn't some random insult.
Are we about done here?
Last thing, where are Koda-san and the others? Are they often this late?
No. Everyone's usually here by now.
Maybe they're still in their classroom?
Okay, then I think that about does it. Back to work for the both of us, huh?
You spacing out on me? Look at me when I'm talking.
You can't face us because you're weak. Who gave you permission to quit anyway? Newsflash, you're nothing without the club.
Yeah, think about us for a second. Who has to pick up all the grunt work when you're gone?
Maybe she feels special after what happened at lunch. Like people suddenly give a shit about her.
Doesn't give you the right to ditch practice. Talk about selfish, am I right?
Stop it.
Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Is that all you know how to say? You think we're letting a stuck-up bitch like you give the orders?
You guys still haven't learned to play fair?
This fucking guy. Why's your dirty old ass still here?
Attention students! Be on the lookout for a creeper showing up in your classrooms!
If I were you, I'd watch my mouth around a club advisor.
Say what?
I'm Yagami from the Yagami Detective Agency, and your chairman just hired me to advise the Mystery Research Club.
Bullshit.
I guess word hasn't gotten around? Maybe I'll let a few wisecracks slide for now then. But mark my words, I'll be here every day of the week, so be on your best behavior.
We better get to practice.
Yeah, you do that. Oh, and, break a leg out there, Matsu. Not very nice, are they? Are you alright?
I'm fine.
Koda-san, I'm sorry to spring this on you, but as I said, I'm a detective, and I need to talk about Hiro Mikoshiba. He started training as a teacher here pretty recently, right? And one day he just stopped showing up? At the time, did you notice anything strange about him? Maybe he seemed troubled, or you saw him hanging around strangers?
Why are you asking me?
The basketball club members think you and Mikoshiba might have been close, at least at practice.
They said that?
Well, I suppose there wasn't much truth to what I'd heard then. Don't sweat it. Just so you know, I'm actually going to be hanging around here at the school for a little while longer. If it's cool, I hope we can find a way to be friends. See ya.
Wait a sec. Earlier today, it was your voice that I heard, wasn't it? I just never expected anyone to actually stand up for me in school. But you could say I didn't really stand up to them for myself much either. We all just treated it like it was a normal thing. Sometimes people would even laugh about it. But then, today, something changed.
Leave her alone.
Everyone suddenly decided to take a stand like they'd seen enough. I couldn't believe it. But that first voice, the one that told them to stop, that was your voice, wasn't it, Yagami-san?
Who could say?
I knew it. It was you. Thank you so much for that. Today was eye-opening. I never thought about how horribly I was being treated until everyone stood up for me. What's more, it made me see that I was strong. In fact, I finally stood up to the basketball kids.
So you did. Is that what made you decide to quit the club?
Ever since I was a kid, I wanted to play basketball on a real team. I used to read this manga that made it look so cool. In a comic, even if you're a terrible player, the team always tries to lift you up. I tried. I wanted it to work, even if all they did was tear me down. But today, I just up and quit. That's not cool at all, is it?
You did nothing wrong, Koda-san. Truth is, there's a lot of injustice in the world that goes unseen. And some people decide it's easier to be part of the problem than be part of the solution. The kind of people who only feel joy when they see others in pain. You can only do so much to make people see the light. At some point, you've just gotta let them go. You know what I mean? Then there's no shame in quitting.
But Yagami-san, I think you can only say that because you're such a strong person.
Okay. In that case, we won't call it quitting.
Huh?
You can play. Doesn't have to be with the basketball club. If you practice, you wouldn't even need a school basketball club to get to where you want to be. If this sport is what you want to do with your life, I guarantee you there's going to be a path for you to take. And all you have to do is find that path. I mean, it's got to be out there. And then you don't have to call it quitting.
I don't know about that. Are you sure? I mean, wouldn't that be cheating?
Come on, try to work with me here.
So, the MRC, you're the advisor? Yagami-san?
Yeah. If you need anything, you just let us know. Anything at all. For example, if you hit any more trouble with those basketball club kids, you find me.
Sure.
You've got this.
Oh, Mr. Detective. Yagami-san, right?
Yeah. Shouldn't you be at practice with everyone else?
Yeah, well, remember Matsune and Sakaki? You know, the two other guys I'm always hanging around? They're ready to talk to you about Mikoshiba-sensei now.
Huh.
Well, Detective, I think they have a lead for you. Hey, you're here on some kind of case, right? You know, Mikoshiba-sensei talked to us pretty often. I think maybe we can help. That is, if you wouldn't mind starting fresh with all of us.
Oh. Turning over a new leaf, are we?
We kinda have to. How else are we gonna get good college recommendations? It would really bite us in the ass if you went and narked on us, so... Will you at least hear us out? Matsune and the rest are just upstairs. Please, be a nice guy. We're really sorry.
Okay. I see where this is going. How many guys are up there waiting to jump me? The next floor up is for third years, right? You rope some of your senpais into this too?
Wow, you don't even know us and you're throwing out accusations like that? How are we supposed to become upstanding citizens with teachers like this? It's just not fair.
Fine. I'll hear you out. Tell your friends I'm on my way.
Really? Awesome!
Over here, Yagami-san! Sorry to drag you all the way up here for this.
You wanted to talk to me? About Mikoshiba-sensei?
What? I can't hear a word you're saying, man. Why don't you come closer so we don't have to shout?
Yeah, let's get this over with. So many of you. You guys all know Mikoshiba-sensei?
Nah, that's not how our senpai friends roll. They know the Yokohama Leomon.
Yokohama Leomon? You mean the local gang?
Hell yeah. I've got a friend who's in deep with those guys. I scratch their back by bringing them chicks to hang out with, and they scratch mine by tipping me for it. It's a pretty sweet deal, actually. Also, we've got a little thing going. I get to drop the Leomon name if I need him to handle some business.
So you sell them girls in exchange for honorary membership? You need to find better friends.
Don't talk to me like you know me. I stay on their good side and I get my personal bodyguards. I work with the tools I've got to get to the top.
So you got it all figured out, don't you, kid? But you're missing the big picture. They're gonna turn the tables so fast you won't know what hit you.
I'll keep that in mind. But I wouldn't worry about me right now. You're the one who's got the real problem on his hands.
You get it? From now on, if you even lay a finger on us, you offend the Yokohama Leomon, and they'll take that personally. You see what deep shit you're in here, Yagami-san?
So how about it? You know how to say you're sorry? Cash for our pain and suffering.
Oh yeah? How much are we talking here? Grand?
$1 million. If you're short, I'd be happy to hook you up with a loan shark. I know a guy who lends for the Seiryu clan Yakuza.
First it's a gang, now it's the Yakuza. Keep bringing adult shit into this, I'm gonna start treating you like one.
Huh?
You wanna see what happens to gang members? I'll show you.
You sure you want to do that? We're gonna charge you extra.
Oh, you got this shit down, Matsui. Let's take this asshole down! Fuck him up!
And stay down. Ah, my eyes! Cheap shot.
Can't see? Got you now!
No, you don't! Huh?
What? Did he just jump off?
Nah. He's just hiding in the dark. Like a scared little cockroach. You guys go look for him and tell me when you find him. I'm going for a smoke.
Okay, sounds good. You got this in the bag.
Senpai, what do we do?
You guys follow me. We'll all smoke together till we get an update.
Sure, I'll come with.
Senpai's the toughest around, and the coolest.
Ah, well. All for my adorable little underlings.
Tastes good, Senpai? Smoking a cigarette in the classroom?
So you came all this way just to get your ass kicked?
Hey, Akane! Go get the other senpais!
Okay, I'm on it.
You guys better watch out. If your teacher busts you smoking, won't you get in big trouble? On the other hand, you guys could use a lesson in manners, and I'd be happy to teach you.
Huh? What the hell?
Bastard! So this is where you were hiding.
Now what? That mouth of yours won't get you out of this. I'm taking you down! Don't give me that smug look. Let's go. Bring it! I think you're walking away. Bring it!
Jeez. This guy's a maniac.
He's too good at this, man.
Hey, you mentioned compensation for pain and suffering. That still sound like a good idea?
No, we were just being stupid. Could you maybe forget all that?
Then from here on out, we're buds, right?
Ow! Ah, my shoulder! Holy shit, that hurts, Yagami-san!
Tell me everything you know about Mikoshiba. After all, you guys were pretty close, right?
Mikoshiba Sensei showed up to practice, like, basically every day. Kind of a pain in the ass, if I'm being honest.
As soon as our coach would leave, it's like a switch would flip and he'd start drilling us. He'd make us do like 10 sets of cross-court dashes. And if even one of us lagged behind, it meant 10 more. For all of us. That made it obvious real quick. Koda was our weakest link.
So Mikoshiba was especially harsh on her then.
Yeah, because she's such a freaking klutz. Even the first years got sick of her eventually. Only thing she did right was unite the team against her.
You gang up and belittle a single defenseless girl, a beginner in your sport, and you call that unity. Real classy. Listen up. Mikoshiba's parents have reported him missing. Foul play could be in the works here. He's been gone for far too long.
Hey, you think maybe Koda did it? Some kind of crime of passion?
This isn't the time for bullshit. Or you want to keep going?
Nope. I'll pass.
Have you talked to Sawa-sensei yet? He probably knows Mikoshiba-sensei better than anyone.
All she told me was how exemplary he was, both as a student and a student teacher. And that he looked out for you guys, out of some sort of camaraderie.
Huh? She really talked him up that good?
Why, something off about that?
It's just... Sawa-sensei was really cold to him, no matter what he'd do. I actually brought that up to him one day. And it turns out the rumors were right.
Rumors?
Back when Mikoshiba-sensei was a student, one of his classmates apparently committed suicide. And Sawa-sensei suspected him of bullying the kid. I don't think he ever really got past that. He'd get all depressed sometimes.
Really? Sawa-sensei thought Mikoshiba was a bully?
Oh yeah. I actually asked him about it once, but he just laughed it off.
I teach English, and that's what I was focused on. So as far as I knew, Mikoshiba-kun was a good student with solid grades back then. And during his time in training, I was under the impression he got along with the students just fine.
What did she really think about Mikoshiba? I'll have to press her on it. Hi there. Has Sawa-sensei gone home?
Actually, she's in a meeting with the chairman.
So then she's at his office?
Yes, but I think they may have some visitors.
Gotcha. Thanks. suspicious.
Pardon. Yagami-san. Those men are with the Kanagawa police. They said they're here to make inquiries about Mikoshiba-kun's disappearance.
And they asked to see Sawa-sensei too?
Yes. But I have to ask, can you tell me what's really going on? You were asking questions about Mikoshiba-kun as well.
I should leave it to the police to fill you in on that. I mean, their sources are probably more recent than mine. They should have the latest details.
Mikoshiba-kun is no longer with us, is he? And it's just as I feared.
Two months ago, a young man named Hiro Mikoshiba went missing during his stint as a student teacher. Mikoshiba quickly becomes the center of attention when his rotting corpse is discovered. And Yagami scours the school for any clues left behind. Rumor has it, Mikoshiba drove a classmate to suicide in his student days. A rumor that the school faculty is seemingly unable to deny.
Yagami-san, why are you still here?
Because I care. Now, if you're open to the idea, you think we could walk and talk?
Why? So you can grill me with more questions? You realize the police just finished doing that, yes?
I figured they'd come knocking sooner or later.
Then you knew Mikoshiba-kun was murdered, didn't you? And that's why you've been snooping around our school.
You're not wrong, but can we please take this elsewhere?
If you knew Mikoshiba was murdered, why didn't you tell me up front?
Because that information's not public. Didn't the police ask you to keep quiet about it?
Well, yes, but even so...
What sort of questions were they asking you anyway?
I thought I was supposed to keep quiet.
Cute.
Now I'm going to ask you one last time. Please, stay off our campus. You don't belong here. I mean, what if you end up injuring a student? It would be a nightmare for all of us.
Nobody's getting injured. All that's water under the bridge now.
Is that so?
Yeah, and I should probably mention, I'm the new advisor of the Mystery Research Club. I have the chairman's approval and everything. So it looks like I have a place here after all.
What? Since when?
I think we're getting sidetracked here. Did the police ever mention a suspect?
No. All they told me was what happened to Mikoshiba-kun. That he's no longer a missing person. That he's dead. And was dumped in a derelict building.
My condolences.
That was all we found out. The police were the ones asking the questions, not us. They hardly gave us room to breathe.
Yeah, sounds like an interrogation, all right.
Is there anything else?
Actually, there is. I'd like to know your thoughts on Mikoshiba-kun's killer.
What?
For example, take Akihiro Ehara, a man who took this school to court over his son's suicide. Mikoshiba came up even then, as a culprit bearing some responsibility for that.
Ehara-san? But he got arrested for that groping incident at the train station.
So the police really are keeping their lips sealed.
Must you always be so cryptic?
It's possible Ehara-san had a hand in Mikoshiba's murder.
What?
Despite being incarcerated for 2 months, he knew exactly where the corpse would be. He revealed it upon being sentenced. This was before the Kanagawa police had even ID'd the body.
Then, was it really Ehara-san?
A court would say being in jail is about as solid an alibi as you can get, but he could be connected somehow.
How do you know all this, Yagami-san?
I'd tell you, but I showed you one of my cards, so now it's your turn.
Huh?
I've heard you weren't as big a fan of Mikoshiba as you led me to believe. That true?
This again.
You knew he was a bully all along, but yesterday you told me he wasn't the type. I just want to get the story straight here. Did you have a sudden change of heart, or were you lying to me for some reason?
It's not that simple.
Oh, one more thing I learned today. It was Mikoshiba who turned the basketball club against Kodo-san. Pretty sadistic for a would-be teacher, don't you think?
That's enough.
Then it's not a stretch to say he probably was a major factor in the death of Ehara's son 4 years ago? And I think it's also safe to assume you know more than you're letting on, right? This is murder we're talking about here. Lies aren't doing anyone any favors.
His name was Toshiro.
Sorry?
Everyone keeps saying Ehara's son, like he's just another statistic. He had a name, for heaven's sake. Toshiro.
Right. I'm sorry.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I have papers to grade.
Sawa-sensei, please.
9 o'clock tonight. I'll be at Plage on Isazaki Road.
We'll finally have a real talk?
Something like that.
Kaito-san. So I just left the school, and tonight I'm... Wait, where are you?
Third stop of our bar crawl, that's where. I thought work was done for the night.
Licking the wounds of rejection, huh? Is the 99 gang with you?
Just Sugiura. Tsukumo said he had to get back to the office to take care of some kind of system trouble.
A computer crash or something?
Don't know. Something about a Buzzy searcher going haywire. I pretty much tuned it out, man. Anyway, you gonna come take his place?
Nah, I gotta stay sober. I'm meeting Sawa-sensei in a bit.
You what? God damn it, man, you are killing me today.
Would you simmer down? This is work, not whatever it is you're doing.
Oh, then I ought to come be your backup. Where we headed?
Come on, you think I need a drunk co-pilot? Knock one back for me, though.
Hey, I better not find out you two got it on. Don't do this to me, Doc.
What a waste. Really, guys? Excuse me.
And stay down. What a waste.
Yagamishi, how was school? Kaito-san wasn't happy about you going solo, you know.
He'll live. He can cry about it to Sugiura.
So he does. Anyway, I couldn't help but notice Skenda Law bending your ear earlier. Anything important?
Right. I haven't filled you in yet, have I?
So a policeman arrested for sexual battery might have actually been involved in a murder? Fascinating, if not perplexing.
Yeah. And its roots could very well be Serio High School, where a student was driven to suicide 4 years ago. In fact, the motive for this murder may even be revenge. Tsukumo, could you find any mention of that suicide online for me?
Already done, I'm afraid. Once the chairman asked us to take his case, I looked into everything on the school I could find. If memory serves, he was a third-year student who hung himself at home. The name of the deceased, Toshiro Ehara.
Yeah, that's him.
So, while I did find some murmurings about it online, nothing really substantial ever surfaced. He didn't leave a suicide note or a will, and investigators never found anything salient.
So I was right before.
His father, however, suspected there may have been a bully and promptly took Serio to court. But without enough evidence to back it up, the system more or less spit him out. Even so, the lawsuit dragged on until this year. But that level of news hardly makes a ripple online.
Yeah, I doubt it would.
And that's all the intel I've dug up regarding the case. Huh?
What's that sound?
I'm testing a system I've been tinkering with. Thought I'd fixed this bug already.
A system for what?
Well, it predicts the occurrence of crimes.
It predicts crime? No way.
Perhaps that was a bit of hyperbole, but it does come pretty close. Essentially, this system is designed to monitor and detect danger zones within a specific area. The city itself, to be exact.
That still sounds pretty amazing.
If you say so. I basically cobbled it together out of pre-existing tech. Yagamishi, do you remember when I used my chatter search program for you not too long ago?
Oh yeah, that was a real trip. You pretty much hacked Chatter to see an entire social network at a glance.
Yep, and this system I've developed is a souped-up version of that. Though there are substantial differences, the principle is still... how about you just try it out? We'll start with this little window. It displays all relevant chatter posts after filtering the fluff.
And these posts are all pinpointed on this map of Ijincho?
Right. It maps out where in Ijincho each specific post was made. So my AI constantly combs through Chatter's database as it updates in real time. Then it extracts only the trouble-related chatter for display on the map.
So it actively seeks out trouble? It's wild that you can program around such a vague concept.
Well, in its current iteration, the AI isn't exactly genius material yet, so it still pings some false positives.
There's something else, Tsukumo. What are you going to use it for?
I'd like to use it for promotional purposes.
Like advertising?
Yeah, since we're still relatively new in town, we don't have the kind of rep that brings in regular business.
Oh, okay.
And that is where my buzz researcher comes into play.
Buzz researcher?
Consider the glut of trends and terms strewn across social media. These buzzwords are sometimes clues to trouble beneath the surface. So, when the system picks up one of these words and we rush over to save the day, the hope is our reputation will flourish as a result.
Damn, that's some pretty intense marketing you've got going.
Well, we probably won't be paid for impromptu cases, so this is sort of an upfront investment. But directly intervening before a situation gets out of hand will build us the brand we want. At least in theory. I'm not sure how it'll all pan out yet.
Well, I think you've got something there, Tsukumo. Mind if I give it a shot?
I thought you'd never ask. Though the system's got a long way to go by my standards. But with you as a tester, I know I'll get strong enough feedback to have this baby running in top form.
So you wanted me as your guinea pig all along.
You sure cracked that case quick. Anywho, let me get this app booted up on your phone. May I do the honors?
Go right ahead.
And that should do it. Here you are.
Okay, let's see here. This is just a big mess. How am I supposed to know where to go?
This is indeed too much noise. In fact, this is entropy in motion. This won't do it all. To solve this, we narrow down the keywords.
In other words, simplify our search?
Yeah, by manually filtering keywords, we can decrease false positives, thereby locating the right spot more accurately.
How do we do that? Does the AI do it for us?
No, not entirely. What the AI does is pick up on any keywords it deems important. Emphasis here on the word any. Meaning it'll turn out duds every now and again.
Yeah, that's still pretty busy.
And therein lies the predicament. To narrow these results down any further, we must depend on instincts, experience, and even inspiration.
So you're saying human intuition?
Precisely. Even in this day and age, human intuition will trump AI every time. That is, until we all become cyborgs. But that's getting ahead of myself. As it stands, Yagami-shi, you've got the best intuition out of all of us.
Well, let's just start with a post that smells like trouble. How about this one? I can smell the trouble brewing already.
Oh, interesting. Then let's filter our results around that specific term. And there you have it. See, there's a concentration of suspicious keyword usage on this street here. As to what sort of trouble is brewing, you'll have to rely on your good old-fashioned eyeballs. Shady activity isn't always the easiest to spot, so maybe think of it as a sort of treasure hunt.
A treasure hunt for trouble, huh? Does sound right up my alley.
Doesn't it? I can already picture you out there, helping people in need until it all pays off. What could await you at the end of the trail? My heart rate is already spiking.
I'm just glad to have a helpful app for once.
You know what? That reminds me. I also have a gadget here you may find useful. Can't always be glued to your phone, right?
What is this?
It's a high-end sound collector. It boosts the volume of mid-distance sounds, making them easier to hear from farther away.
A sound collector, huh? I could use this to pick up cries for help, or even eavesdrop all over town.
That's the idea. With enhanced hearing and geolocation capabilities, you'll be a trouble terminator.
Just like I've always wanted.
Now, I do have some other gadgets in the works, but I'm still fine-tuning their UI. I'll show you soon enough.
Looking forward to that. tough to hear.
And stay down. There it is. Excuse me. Please. Excuse me.
Judgement. Yep. By the way.
Oh.
Huh? Huh. This is, I see. No way.
No. Yep. Please.
いらっしゃいませ。ありがとうございました。
What a waste. And stay down.
Really, guys?
Yagamishi, how was your first outing?
Not bad. I handled the problem and name-dropped you guys, so all in a day's work.
Awesome! Sounds like the system's working gangbusters. By the way, if you'd like a little pro tip, you can enter keywords on your own, independent of any post.
Why would I do that?
Say you pick up a rumor in town, or hear someone drop a dubious phrase. Putting that into our keyword database will help refine the results algorithm. And thus, the program becomes more effective. In layman's terms, the more you enter new data, the more my program can learn.
Gotcha. So this thing can hone its street smarts along with me.
Correct. Do make use of the system often, if you could. I know this is a lot, but one last thing. We've also got a bulletin board for case requests. A good number of them are somewhat beyond our current capacity. So if you ever feel like it, maybe you can pick them up.
Hey, never hurts to have more income. I'll take a look sometime.
Get out of here! What's your problem?
Sawa-sensei, isn't it? Stereo High School, Class 2-2.
Yes?
Sir?
Take a break. You guys don't say much, do you? After this is over, you better start talking. Time to tell me what you know! Let's go! Really? Just now? You want to keep going?
Yo! Need a hand with these guys?
Huh?
Good job holding them back on your own.
Dude!
You're not the only hero here.
I mean, where did you even come from?
I was watching from inside, man.
Okay. You shouldn't get involved.
Relax, fella. Allow me to show you how it's done.
Hold on!
Listen up. I'm just gonna warn you. I'm a better fighter than this guy.
Huh? Fuck.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Right. Thanks for making them slink into the night before I could even ask who they were.
Huh?
Later.
Can I help you?
I came here to meet someone. I'll just check upstairs real quick. Sensei, are you okay? Did someone get here before me?
I'm sorry. There's nothing I can say. I can't tell you anything you don't already know.
What happened up here? Did someone come to intimidate you? Someone who might be involved?
I couldn't make out who the woman was. She had sunglasses on.
What did she say to you?
That I need to stay away from this. The whole Mikoshiba-kun case. And then she said that you need to do the same.
Me too?
Yes.
And what if I were to refuse?
If you said no. Then she told me I should give you this picture.
Huh? This is Mikoshiba.
I'm so sorry, but I'm leaving.
Wait! I get it. At least let me walk you home.
Just stop! I don't want anything to do with this! If you come back to the school, I'd appreciate it if you would stop talking to me. There's nothing I can do to help you anymore.